Well, it's time now to get to some of those legal questions that you've been sending in and return to Fox 26 senior legal analyst Chris Tritico for the answers. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Jose.
Okay, we're going to begin with Lisa, who writes, does my HOA have the right to place a lien on my property under the following circumstances? They were awarded a judgment for attorney's fees, interest, and my 2019 assessment. I missed the 2019 assessment due to ongoing medical issues. I called in 2020 to pay both 2020 and 2019, along with any fees and interest. I was told it was turned over to the HOA's lawyer. I paid the 2020 assessment. When I called in 2021, the assessment was already late and they would not provide me the total assessment, including late fees and interest. They sent me a second notice, but still refused to give me an amount. I spoke with the HOA's old lawyer about the judgment, but I was unable to complete a letter to him due to medical issues. Now the HOA's new lawyer has filed for a lien against my home. What can I do to stop this?
So first, answer to your first question is yes, because they have a judgment against you, they can place a lien on your home, a judgment lien on your home, and that judgment lien will remain there until you satisfy that lien. In other words, pay that lien off or come to a settlement with them on that lien and get the lien released. Second, you need to get someone to help you with these issues. If the medical issues you have are preventing you from getting these bills paid on time, this issue is not going to go away. It's harder now for an HOA to foreclose on a home because of late assessments, but they can do it. And so you need to get ahead of this. So get someone, a family member or someone to assist you with this. And because your illness is preventing you from talking to these lawyers, hire a lawyer, the lawyer of your choice, to help you with this. Get this sorted out, get ahead of it, and then have a family member in the future help you get your bills paid on time. This problem is going to keep snowballing if you don't get ahead of it, and you're going to have a real problem with all of your bills. Get someone to help you, please. Good luck.
Our next question comes from Linda, who writes, my manager at Walmart gave me a directive that my immediate family and I have to come to him if we have a problem with anything related to Walmart. He says my family has to come to him so he can resolve any issues, no exceptions, or I will be fired. It all started when me and about 15 other people showed up on my day off with an appointment to get the COVID-19 shot at my store. No one was at the pharmacy and people had been waiting for over an hour. I told him I worked here and I'd get the manager. He didn't know anything about it. No one had an email rescheduling. He got our phone numbers and told us someone would call us to reschedule. They accused me of incorrectly filling out the form. I took a picture of the appointment confirmation. Then I could not get an appointment anywhere. I am a 72-year-old woman veteran. I was mad at this point and went online to complain. Apparently, my complaint went to the president of Walmart, who got my problem taken care of. I had my shot, as did the others, I assume. I was happy and didn't think any more about it until I got called in and given this directive. Can he enforce this? HR said he only wants an open door policy.
So you can probably understand that when the president of Walmart calls a manager in a local store and tells him about your email, how embarrassing it was for him. So I think what he's trying to say is follow the chain of command and don't go over my head all the way to the president of Walmart. He does have the right to enforce the chain of command with you. You're an employee and you're his employee. So yes, he does have the right to say you have to go through me without going over my head first. He does not have the right to dictate what your family does, but you're an at-will employee. An at-will employee can get fired for any reason, no reason, or a wrong reason. And a wrong reason would be, I told her that her family couldn't go around me when they make a complaint about Walmart. So in the future, if your family wishes to complain about Walmart, tell them not to use your name. Don't drop your name in the email. That should solve this problem. In the future, if you want to make a complaint about Walmart, go to your manager first. And then if you file a complaint online, put in the email, I talked to my manager first and the problem wasn't solved. But you have an HR department. Go to HR. Then you're protected. Good luck.
Our next question comes from Thomas, who writes, I live in a development that has a property owners association. The POA board continues to have executive sessions without any notice to the property owners and in violation of Texas property code. At these sessions, they vote on replacing board members and other matters which need to be discussed in an open meeting. What recourse do the property owners have to ensure the board complies with the Texas property owners law? Last open meeting was in February of 2021.
Well, you're absolutely right. The Property Owners Association has to have open meetings, and this is in violation actually of the Texas Open Meetings Act. And because they're violating that, they have to post those meetings before the meeting, let you know when what the meeting is, when it is, and what's on the agenda. And then they have to have open meetings that anybody in the public can come and see. They can have executive sessions, but those executive sessions have to be within that meeting, and they have to announce when they're going into the meeting and then come out and announce that they didn't conduct any business in the meeting other than certain things that are allowed to happen in executive session. So you can file suit against them for violating the Texas Open Meetings Act. Contact the lawyer of your choice who handles this area of law, Texas Open Meetings Act. If you don't know of any, and those are hard to find sometimes, contact the Houston Bar Association. They'll help you find the lawyer you need. Good luck.
Great responses, Chris. Now we want to let our viewers know that if they can send those legal questions to you, just go to our website, fox26houston.com. You can find Chris's segments under the Morning News tab. And as always, for any specific information and advice, you should contact an attorney of your choice.